Hey, what's good, fam? It's Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Today's spotlight is on Trey Sanders. But before we talk about Trey Sanders, definitely hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe. We appreciate you being part of this 50,000 strong club right here on BamaInsider.com. Trey Sanders, 6 foot, 214 pound, now redshirt sophomore at the University of Alabama. Out of Port St. Joe in Florida, IMG Academy. He was a Rivals.com 5-star who was absolutely fabulous at the high school level, recruited by Mike Locksley and Tosh Lapoy. Now, he was the 3rd overall player in the nation out of the class of 2019 and the number 1 overall running back. He chose Alabama over Florida, Florida State, Georgia, Texas, really had offers from every single major program in the entire country. Okay, so let's look at the time log of Trey Sanders and let's rewind to 2019. Every single 5-star that comes in, people are so amped up to get footage of him, put up some footage from fall training camp, and then shortly after, he has a foot injury that sidelines him for the entire season. He received a medical redshirt. Then in 2020, fast forward, got his first carries against Missouri. Now, he had 9 carries in that game, but he had only 1 yard rushing. So we didn't see Trey Sanders too much for the next couple of games, but against Tennessee, he carried the football 7 times for 39 yards. There was a play or two where Trey Sanders got out and people were, getting really excited about, that's the Trey Sanders we're looking for. Against Mississippi State, that was his breakout game. Rushed 12 times for a career high 80 yards. Had a longest rush of 25 yards against the Bulldogs. Following week, during a bye week, he's injured in a car accident visiting family in Florida, missed the remainder of the 2020 season. So Trey Sanders, he's been injury plagued from 2019, 2020, call it bad luck, whatever you want to call it. Trey Sanders missed the season. We saw him in a wheelchair coming into the locker room. Everybody remembers that clip from social media. And then he's on crutches during the bowl games for Alabama. So, it's going to be a bit of a recovery. But the good news is that recently, Dr. Matt Ray, who works as Alabama's speed coach, tweeted out some really good and positive news saying that I love this guy. He's not cleared yet, but that doesn't mean we can't start progressing with Trey Sanders. Love having him back with us. I appreciate how hard he works to get back to training with their teammates as fast as possible. Keep working, Trey. Now, this is a great update because I think that, number one, it clearly says he's not cleared yet, right? So when we talk about the running back room, everybody wants to talk about, Trey Sanders, Jace McClellan, and some of these younger running backs that really everyone wants to see, right? Well, in Trey Sanders' case, he's not going to be cleared, and I wouldn't imagine that he's cleared for spring football. Now, I'm just kind of going off that, from myself. I don't have any knowledge about if he could come back. So that'll be something that to follow as we go into the actual spring football season. However, if he isn't cleared, it's not a big deal because with Alabama adding the new strength and science center to Alabama's facilities, I think that's going to give someone like Trey Sanders first-rate ability to rehab, right? These guys have the best in the business. Jeff Allen and his staff do a fantastic job. And they never really came out and said the exact injury of Trey Sanders from the car accident, but I think that Saban at one point said hip. That's a common injury in car accidents. Whatever the case is, Trey Sanders is in good hands. I think there was a brief minute where as soon as he got injured, people started talking about him transferring from the University of Alabama. He quickly put those rumors out saying that he's not going anywhere. It's good to see Trey Sanders back, working out, trying to get healthy. As you look to the Alabama running back room, it's completely stacked, right? You have Brian Robinson. We've talked about him plenty of times, coming back for his extra senior season. You have Kellen Robinson. You have Trey Sanders, who we're talking about right now. You have Jace McClellan. We saw flashes of greatness from him. You have Roydell Williams, who got, a couple carries last year. Kyle Edwards, who has yet to play at Alabama. And then the new 5-star in Kamar Wheaton. So it's a loaded backfield. And you don't have to rush, right? All it takes is one season to really make your mark. So I think right now, Alabama is certainly pushing Brian Robinson as that number 1 guy. But as we talked about before with that running back room, and depending on the health of Trey Sanders, I think it could be a running back by committee being Brian Robinson, Kellen Robinson, Trey Sanders or Brian Robinson, Killen Robinson, Jace McClellan, some sort of rotation with those guys. Now, it's hard to put some sort of expectations on Trey Sanders for 2021 because we don't know the status of his overall health. However, if he's able to get healthy by, let's say, August or September, I think that Trey Sanders will still make an impact for Alabama. Look, if he's cleared and he's ready to go, Alabama is absolutely going to give him some opportunities. We just discussed the running back room and how talented each of these running backs are, but Trey Sanders provides, I think, in my opinion, and kind of moving to the scouting report, he provides some deceptive quickness to that tailback position. He's very patient, very nimble, shows great vision, and really good anticipation of finding holes. I think that's really what I like about his running back style. He flashes nice hands out of the passing games, out of the backfield, and I think that's really important. In the practices that I've seen at the University of Alabama, he catches the football really well. You look to what Najee Harris did, catching for nearly 45 passes this past season. That really creates another weapon out of the backfield when you have a running back who can, get outside, cut it upfield, or can be used in some sort of a passing situation. I think Bill O'Brien will certainly try to do his best to get these running backs the football any way he can, really just get the football to the best players. And Trey Sanders certainly has that ability, being that he is an all-purpose back and can catch the football very well. I think sometimes he's a little bit too patient. You kind of rewind to that Missouri game. Then again, that was his first time, that we really saw him. So he looked a little bit too patient as in terms of like, just get up the hole and hit it. So I think kind of when you look to his high school highlights, he was fantastic, hitting the hole hard, making people miss, cutting upfield, and outrunning defenders. So eventually, Trey Sanders is going to shine at Alabama. I think we're just going to have to be patient with him. Now, he came in, and everybody's so excited about these 5 stars, but things haven't worked out for him these past couple seasons. But I think as he gets healthy and Alabama continues to move forward, that Trey Sanders one day is going to get to shine for the Crimson Tide. Let me know what you think about Trey Sanders inside the comment box. What do you like about his game in the short times that we've seen him? What do you think about the running back room overall? Being that Alabama returns really the best running back room in the entire nation. Really excited to hear from you inside the comment box. Before we go, a couple housekeeping items to remember. March 19th is the first day of spring football, followed by April 17th, which will be A-Day, the spring football game for the Alabama Crimson Tide. So we'll gear you up with everything leading to the college football season in 2021. Can't wait to dive into it more from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Definitely hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. We appreciate you more than you know. Thank you very much for being part of this 50,000 subscriber club. And definitely check out some of our other videos coming up right here on Bama Insider.